Alright, bunch of magic time. Mono black monument in standard. Island for our opponent. This hand actually is pretty sweet, I think. Play the swamp, pass the turn. Got some good treasure production for when we find our Marionette Master. Ground Catacombs. We'll play the swamp, and let's just hoarder here. More okay with that getting censored than treasure map. Resolve treasure map against this deck seems like a big deal. There's the censor. Yup. If this is hardcore control, not sure how that plays out. Opponent passes. Play a swamp. Let's run out our treasure map. How many counters do they have? Cycle censor. And resolves. Alright, that's good news. Treasure map resolved makes me pretty happy. Cycles fetid pools. Alright, this definitely looks like just blue-black control. Pretty good guess with all the sensors. Just kidding. Maybe it's Esper control. Well, treasure map. Swamp. Huh. I think to the bottom. We can play something, play a land, and still scry. And we're going to draw a swamp anyway. So let's just Weaponcraft Enthusiast. Make some servos. And pass the turn. If this is approach, going to be challenging potentially to win before the approach comes down. That's my biggest concern. Another island for our opponent. Well, let's scry. Land to the bottom. Play Deadlands. Run out Yahani. Would like our opponent to tap down Cast Out mana. Alright. They're doing something. Essence Extraction is servo. Sure. Yahani comes down. We go attacking. Definitely flipping this treasure map before we let our opponent untap and potentially cast out. Hit our opponent down to 20. Treasure map. I don't know if we... I don't think we actually need another enthusiast here. So pass the turn. Worst case, we can start drawing extra cards while we're waiting to find our win. Which is good. Drawing 2 cards a turn is helpful. Especially in this deck where we have more treasure production, so hopefully we can keep the good times rolling. Opponent makes their land drop. 4 cards in hand. Cast out. On Yahani, I assume? Yep. And it can't sack itself, so sure, you got us. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Well, let's get in with our servo. Play Field of Ruin. Play Bantu's Monument. Play Ruthless Knave. Drain our opponent. And pass the turn. Ether Hub for our opponent. The scary part is they are to approach mana. So if they're going to approach and kill us, we can't actually do anything about that main deck. We have Duresses and stuff in the sideboard, but opponent's trying to cast stuff with energy trigger on the stack. Alright, add some mana. Cast out. What are they going for? Probably Knave. Ooh, Monument. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Draw a card. Untap. Hoarder's nice. Let's go attacking. Hit our opponent. Play Dire Fleet Hoarder. Opponent counters. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Alright, yeah, let's run out Syndicate Trafficker. And pass the turn. Hope we don't get approached. We can definitely catch in Weaponcraft Enthusiast to get some more treasure. It does mean we can't also Treasure Trove unless we spend treasure, so I don't know what the right way of going about that is. Field of Ruin for our opponent. Gonna go after our Treasure Cove, probably. Goes after Treasure Cove. So sack a treasure, draw a card. Vraska's Contempt's kind of mediocre. Get a land out of our deck. Bloodfast would be... Oh man, that would be a great one to find. That would be so sweet. Opponent... Passing. Alright, cash in Weaponcraft Enthusiast. For some treasure. I guess we can draw cards super slowly with Ruthless Knave, but it doesn't feel like a great way to go about it. What's our opponent got? Fatal Push. Alright. Yeah, got us. Get some treasure. We draw another Trafficker. Well, go attacking. Hit our opponent. Play another Trafficker. Pass the turn. Opponent is out of cards. They're down to 10. We're actually close to lethal, but not quite there. Go attacking. Actually, we could go for the win. 5, 6. So this would be 5. Yeah. Our opponent scoops it up. We could have just sacked our treasures for the win. I don't know if we would have went for it. I guess our opponent should have made us play it out, but because we might not have went for it. But we will take it. Bring in Duresses. Go down Fatal Pushes. Bring in Doomfalls. Go down Vraska's Contempt. Go down... Let's go down Yahani and a Bantu for another Bloodfast and try it like that. Maybe this deck is just sweet. Seems like it's been kind of working. Alright, we'll keep this. Mostly thanks to Bloodfast being awesome in this matchup. Fetid Pools for our opponent. Play the Swamp, pass the turn. The problem is it gets countered. Would love for our opponent to somehow tap out or tap down so we can resolve this. Plays a Swamp. Etherboard. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's Bloodfast time. Play Field of Ruin. Play our Bloodfast. Pass the turn. Interesting sideboard option for our opponent. Kind of surprised they brought that in against us. It doesn't seem great against us, but opponent gets in with Gifted Etherborn. Play Deadlands. Doomfall our opponent. See if they censor this. Ooh. Oh boy. Cast out, cancel, double fumigate torrential. Well, I think we take cast out and hope that we can maneuver through the rest. Opponent needs lands to really do much of anything. If they're playing cancel, they must be playing a lot of counter spells. Because it doesn't look like a budget deck. They got the full mana, they got torrential, so it doesn't look like they're going budget. Opponent gets in. Down to 16. Play Deadlands, play Syndicate Trafficker, which will actually just trade with Etherborn if we get the chance. And then we can start drawing with Bloodfast. No sense in running out 2 of them into a potential Fumigate. We just want to draw into more Duresses and Doomfalls and whatnot. Opponent does have cancel mana now. Opponent, getting in there. Yeah, I mean, sure. We got a Bloodfast out. The higher we keep our life total, the more cards we can draw. Draw a card. Down to 13. Swamp's not bad. Play the Swamp. I think we're actually going to pass on playing anything and just double Bloodfast. We know our opponent has cancel up. Get our value while we can. So draw a card. Draw a card. Down to 9. We're going to Tomer style greet ourselves right out of the game. Play a Swamp. Play a Hoarder. I don't even know if our opponent counters it. They do not. So let's just pass. Now I think our plan is to flip this Bloodfast. Uh-oh. Did they find Censor? Alright, just Illumination. Well, that'll probably find our opponent some lands, which they do need. But that's fine. There's a land. Still doesn't have Fumigate mana. We do have to make sure we don't somehow get got by Torrential if we're going to go super low in life. Something to be aware of. So, draw with Bloodfast. Duress is very solid. That's a very good draw. Draw with Bloodfast. Down to 5. Flip achieved on our upkeep. Alright, so Bloodfast flips. Yes, please. Play the Swamp. Get in with our Hoarder. And what do we want to do now? Actually, let's Duress. Do the hand check. What do they have? Taps and untaps. Retaps. Oh, alright. We're pretty fine with eating a cancel. So run out Ruthless Knave. And pass the turn, start producing some treasure, perhaps. One more land means torrential mana, so we can't get janked out by torrential. Opponent, Ether Hub. So they have 2 fumigates and a torrential that we know of. Opponent passes. Well, let's sack Hoarder. Get a bunch of treasure. Play the Swamp. Play a Hoarder. Play a Syndicate Trafficker. And I think we just pass for now. Definitely expecting Torrential to come down here. Yep, there's Torrential. Draw some cards. Yep. Can't really do anything about that. We're still in pretty decent shape, though. Island for our opponent. I mean, if we ever find Marionette Master and it resolves, then we just essentially win. Opponent goes attacking. So we're just going to block with Hoarder. Sack Hoarder. Make some treasure. Stay at 5. Opponent passes. Well, let's play Bantu's Monument. See if this draws out a counter. Hopefully it's not a second Torrential. Cycle Sensor. Okay. Resolves. So play Weaponcraft Enthusiast. Drain our opponent up to 6. And resolves. We'll make servos. Well, if they're not approaching, we're not in horrible shape. So make some servos. Play Field of Ruin. And I think we just pass. See what our opponent has. Search for Riscanta. Well, that gets our opponent some scry value, but our Field of Ruins have it pretty covered as far as the long game. Opponent's passing. Well, we might as well turn Weaponcraft Enthusiast into some treasure. Man, we're almost to the point where we're just going to start drawing cards with Ruthless Knave. We have that much treasure on the battlefield. Alright, untap. Oh, there's Master. Do we just run it out there? I mean, if it resolves, I guess they could have removal. Well, play the Swamp. Play Weaponcraft Enthusiast. Make servos. I think we go for it. Yeah, we go for it. Marionette Master. Drain our opponent. Are they slow rolling a counter? That's the question. Do they? And they got the GGs. We got there. Marionette Master. Whoo! Mono Black Monument. The deck that just keeps winning. Oh, this deck is so sweet. It's so sweet. We got there. Marionette Master, the real deal. Jeez. Thanks for watching the video. If you're subscribed, make sure to hit that bell icon to get notifications for all the latest videos. It's a great way to support the channel for free, and you can find the next video right here.